What's up, guys? Edrone here, and today we're going to be going back into our Diving into Rapidfire series by installing the module in the Fat Sharks and taking a look at the on-screen display and some of the functionality. Stay tuned. The firmware is the 1.2.9. So we have successfully updated the firmware to the newest version. So we are all ready to go ahead and continue on installing this. We'll see. We'll make sure it fits perfectly. And then you get the external little power board here with the ribbon cable that we're going to use. And we're going to go over why you need this. So in the Dominator HD3 version of goggles, the output to the module bay is not quite enough voltage to power this guy, and that's why we have to grab some extra power from the head tracker bay on the opposite side. But looking at the module itself, let's see how it lines up with the one it came with. Looks put together very well. See how it looks like this. So it's going to go in there like so. Line up the pins. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like this is going to be the correct fit, because if you look at this one here, it doesn't line up nowhere near as good. So this is going to be the attitude door for your attitude style Fat Sharks, and this one's going to be for the Dominator. So we're going to plug it in and see what it looks like here. Oh wow, so it has a very good snap, snapped in very securely, and yeah, it looks like a really nice fit, almost perfect. So it fit in there really well. So I wish it was that easy. I wish we could just plug this in and that's it, like we did with the Furious FPV Trudy, but we cannot do that. We have to go ahead and install this little extra power board that's going to give us some more power to get from this side here to give us the power module. Because watch what happens when we power this up. Okay, so let's go ahead and power it up. Now keep in mind, okay, this is a receiver, so it won't damage it to power it up without the antennas connected. This is a receiver. Only the transmitters will you damage from powering it up. So let's see what we got here. We got our little menu here. We can change. We can go to, let's see, there's antenna, there's our OSD, there's our audio, sync. Let's see what our status is. Okay, see down here where it says low power, yes. We need 5 volts of power to run this correctly. See right here, we are running 4.3 volts, so that's not enough. The flickering you're seeing is just the shutter speed of the camera, and it's picking up the flickering, but you won't see the flickering when you're looking at the module in real life, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, we have to do this little install here with this power board. The easiest way I think to do this is going to be to go ahead and attach the ribbon cable first to the receiver module and also the external power board. So in order to do that, take like a flathead screwdriver or something small, and there's 2 little black clips here. We're just gonna ever so slightly pull those out. You want to be really gentle. You don't want to be forceful. Just kind of pull that out so it comes out like that. Now it's nice and loose. You're going to take one end of the ribbon cable with the metal facing up. So you have 2 sides. You have like a black side and you have a metal side. Now once you have it pushed in, you're going to go ahead while you're holding it. It's a little bit tricky, but while you're holding it, you're going to want to push those tabs back into place to lock it into place. It can be a little bit tricky. You'll get one side and the other side will want to pop back out, but just take your time and just try to lock that back into place. There we go. You'll hear it click, and then you know you have it in there correctly. Make sure it's locked all the way. Now we're going to have to do the same thing to the receiver module. It's got the same connector. So we're going to go ahead and once again we're going to pop out the little black tabs here. Try to zoom in so you can see. And pop these little tabs out. Nice and gently. Like so. See how it's open now? Now we're ready to go ahead and insert the cable and then lock that back into place. So with the, once again, with the metal side facing up, go ahead and push that in as far as it'll go. It doesn't go in there very far, just a little bit. And then once you have it in there, you can take your fingers or a tool and you're just going to lock that into place like so. Give it a little tug just to make sure it's in there and it won't pull out. Now we've got the ribbon cable connected to either side, and you'll notice on this side there's a white little piece of adhesive paper. You'll pull that off and that will help to stick to the goggles here. So first thing, let's go ahead and connect the module on the right side of the Fat Sharks. So we're going to go ahead and plug in, line up the pins, push it in. Now you see this little red little sticker here? That's just a little screen protector. You can just peel that off. Right now would be a good time. And now we can go ahead and add our cover plate. So we're going to line up the cover plate, get it lined up here so we have the two antenna connectors coming out and the mouse ball. Make sure it's lined up properly, and we're going to snap it into place. You want to hear a snap just like that. That way you know you have it in there all the way. Okay, we have it snapped in there, nice and secure. Now we're going to go around to the other side and remove the head tracker bay door here on the side. Let's move this out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. And you can use some tweezers or a flathead screwdriver. Just pop that little case off of there. It's hard to see, but right back here there's a pin header. That's where you're going to connect this board, and watch when I pull this foam off, you'll see we have the pin header right here. Make sure you don't twist your cable. So let's get the cable lined up correctly. Alright, so we got the cable lined up correctly. I'm going to go ahead and connect the pin header in the rear. There's also in the front another set of pin headers that you have to line up in the front. So I've got the rear pins installed. Okay, there's also a couple pins in the front that go right here in the front. So just line this board up exactly right. So you got 2 pins in the front and like 5 pins in the back. Get that pushed down securely, nice and snug. And now that's the hard part. Easy part now is to get this cable here and get it all attached here across the front of the goggles. And just pull off that little bit of adhesive like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the slack right around and stick it right through the front here like so. Okay, you see we have a nice little ribbon going across, and now we'll just push this slack inside this bay. It won't hurt a thing. So see, it's kind of tight right here. Now we'll go ahead and take our head tracker bay cover and just double check your ribbon cable is connected. And we're gonna go ahead and put the door back on here. Okay, got it pushed in. Okay, we got it pushed in. So we got a little bit of that slack cable inside of here. That way it looks nice and tight and neat on the front. Now that kind of looks kind of ugly, doesn't it? So good thing for us, Immersion RC knows this, and they have gone ahead and give us some stickers. Now, if you like it to look the way it does, kind of out of the factory, you can just go with the white. If you want to spruce it up a little bit, you can add some red or some black. I personally am just going to go with the white because I kind of like the stock look. And you're just going to take your sticker here, and we're going to basically just cover that ribbon cable to where you can't see it, like so. There we go. Just get all the bubbles out. That way you still have that kind of that stock look. It's not, you know, as good as stock, but it's definitely way less noticeable than having that ribbon cable hanging out there. So go ahead and push the sticker down real good, get all your bubbles out, and that's what you got to end up with. So you still have your Fat Shark logo on the front. You don't see the cable going across. And now let's go ahead and power it up, and we should not have the low power warning anymore. So we're going to go all the way over to the status. Low power, no. We now have 4.9 volts, which is close enough to 5 volts to where it's not going to give us a problem. So we're now ready to go ahead and use the Rapidfire. And that's it, guys. You got your Rapidfire installed. We've got the Fat Shark goggles firmware updated. We've got the firmware updated on the Rapidfire module itself. We've got it installed with the ribbon cable and the extra power board on the side here for the Dominator HD3s. And we are ready to go out and start testing this guy. I am very excited. I'm hoping to see, you know, definitely some good results. I'll let you know how it all turns out and how the video looks. And is it better than the Trudy that I was running? I'm very curious to know. I do like the way it looks. I do like the screen here. And you know, we are going to have OSD on the actual goggles inside. Let me go ahead and show you that. Okay, here inside the Fat Shark goggles with the Rapidfire module, this is what you'll actually see when you're looking through the goggles, except for you'll see more down bottom. For some reason, DVR didn't capture the entire screen, but when you put the goggles on, you will see the Rapidfire little logo on the bottom. But yeah, it's basically just like the interface on the outside of the module. Same thing. You can change your channel with the goggles on. You change your bands. This is really convenient. Definitely something that I didn't get with my Trudy. So you don't have to take the goggles off to go through your menu settings. You can change your OSD, where you want the position of the OSD, and we're just going to keep it set to safe. You can check the status, see what firmware version you're running. You can check the audio, see what you want to be on your OSD, whether it be RSSI, or your long range, RSSI light. You can change the antennas. You can change the mode of the Rapidfire. So we went ahead and installed our two Lumineer Axi antennas. Now, to utilize the legacy mode for these goggles, it's recommended that you use two omnidirectional antennas, unless you're doing like long range or anything like that. So I'm not going to be doing long range. Ideally, you want these antennas to be about 45 degrees from one another to get the best possible video. But this is about as close as I'm going to be able to get to 45 degrees, as you can see right there. But this will still work, and this is going to give us a little bit better video flying freestyle. And with legacy mode, that's the one where it takes the two best images, and it stitches them together to make one great image. And we're going to go over that in another video and show you what it looks like. I'm going to record the DVR and see what it looks like, and you can be the judge, and I'll let you know if I think it's any better than the Furious FPV TrueD module, or if it's the same, or if it's worse. So, but yeah, curiosity has just led me down this path, and I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. But there it is, all installed, ready to go. I can't wait to get out and start testing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be all kinds of links down in the video description for these products and for all the information I was able to acquire to install all this, including the Immersion RC website with all the user manuals and instructions. So make sure you check that out. If you got any questions, put it down in the comments below. If you own a Rapidfire, please put it down in the comments. What do you think? How is it working for you? Are you glad you made the switch? Is it worth the investment? I'd really love to hear your feedback on that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Edrone, out.